You're recording?
Huh?
Ow.
Jesus, what'd you do? I can't see.
Let me tell you a little story about a man named Richard Prunus and a guy named Darin who should have tuned his guitar before he did this.
In my solitude.
All right. And so today we're going to hopefully be joined in a few minutes by Lisa Pressman.
That will be great.
Yeah. And so she's like doing like a lot of people, you know, just moving a lot of things online. I think everybody's figuring that out. This is like, when we're all done, it's not going to look the same, you know?
Yeah.
So much of this stuff, it's like, okay, you know, maybe you've been resisting, maybe you and me have been resisting having video conferences and whatever. And then you realize like, and I don't, Alejandra, she FaceTimes a lot. And I just don't, you know, if I call and I text, you know, but now I'm realizing it's nice. It's nice to look at you, Richard.
Thank you. The thing is that I've always resisted it is because every time you do something like this, you got to dress up. And so, you know, I had to dress up for this.
You're wearing the exact same thing you were wearing yesterday.
I'm wearing the exact same thing I've been wearing for the last 15 years. Although I wash it occasionally, but this is sort of my uniform, so I don't have to think about what I want to wear the next day.
Well, I must admit, I was wearing not the same shirt as yesterday, but a very similar old shirt, and I decided to switch it up and put on my.
And now you have your O positive.
Yeah, I've got my O positive sweater on.
Sweater on. Well, I hope Joe's watching.
I don't know. I hope somebody's watching. Yeah, so I don't know. This is it for the foreseeable future, I think. I had multiple people call today and say, oh, when are you going to make the paint? Or when are you going to do, you know?
Really?
Yeah. So I said, I can't, you know, by law, we're not allowed to have people working or have customers coming in. I had somebody who wanted to come in and browse.
Oh, great.
So.
Tell them to put their browser on. I don't know. I mean, it's tragic for all of us. Oh.
Look, wait.
Hello?
This feels like Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I know.
And here's Lisa. What are you doing today, Lisa?
How's everything going?
You know, it is what it is.
That's what my father used to say.
Yeah, it was what it was. You know, we're all adjusting, right? The new normal.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, it gives a new word. It gives new meaning to the new normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's strange. It's really strange. So, and then what we were just talking about was how like things are shifting online and how, you know, at least whatever you can is shifting online.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I have tried to resist. I have like, these are my notes of what I might do on for 3 years. But every time I'm like, I don't really want to teach online. I like to be with people. I like,
yeah.
So, you know, this was 1 minute I had a workshop right at RNF, and the next minute my calendar's free.
Yeah, that was
you know,
that was last week. Yeah.
Yeah, last week I was supposed to be up there.
Yeah, we had to cancel your class last week. That was right when, it was the week prior when it was really like, oh, this is like for real.
This is real. Yeah.
And we started canceling classes. We got out ahead of the NBA when they, you know, but we started canceling classes, and I remember thinking, well, what are we doing the right thing, and what should we do? And you know, some people were disappointed. Most people understood, but they were disappointed. And then I think it was that night that the Tom Hanks thing, and then the NBA suspended everything, and it was like that really kind of told me like, yeah, I think we did the right thing. We were out ahead of
But you
it. So.
definitely did the right thing. I mean, how long? What I think though is that there's going to be a tremendous amount of good content.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, myself and my colleagues,
Yep.
are putting together stuff. So I made a video 3 years ago. It's a basic beginning encaustic video, and we made it, and then it sat on the shelf because I like, I don't know, this is not what I want to do. But you know what?
You doing it?
It's going up. But
Cool.
it's not, it's going to be a one-off. The continuation of what I'm going to do is going to be much more social. Zoom meetings like this. We're all, I've talked to Jeff and Jeff Hurst and Sue Stover and Helen and Paula Rowland. It's like, what are we all going to do?
Yeah. Well, have you done that before though? Because you do some like mentoring and you do all kinds of stuff that I don't even know that everybody's fully aware of, because we just,
well,
I see you teaching in person. So I go, oh, here's Lisa doing the teaching magic. But have you done stuff like this before? Like a Zoom?
Well, I do. I call it, let's see if I can remember what I call it. A virtual studio visit.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like you and I, if you were in your studio, I'd say, we'd talk about that painting back there, and
yeah,
it goes on for a half an hour or so.
Yeah, a VSV. A VSV.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. There's 6 sessions. A lot of people are doing that too, mentoring.
Yeah. Richard, go get a painting so Lisa can tell you what's wrong with it.
Nah, it's not really like that. Basically, I'm like a psychiatrist. I'm like, what do you think?
What do you think? Richard, go get one of your paintings and I'll tell you what's wrong with it.
There you go. No, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of going to go by the seat of my pants, which is usually, a good thing, but the video that's coming out is not at all my style.
Huh. I wasn't able to see it. I think you sent me something, but.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It's like a demo.
Yeah.
I didn't crack a joke or anything, I don't think.
Well, that's good.
It was a bad hair day.
Yeah.
And nobody recognized you. They said, who's that?
What are you doing, Richard, with your days?
I'm actually very busy.
Charts?
I haven't gotten to those yet. I've just been involved with there's stuff I've been doing with the Arts District and stuff with Harambe, the other organization I'm with, and that's
good to see you the other day.
What?
It was good to see you the other day.
Oh, you mean at Bard, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it was wonderful to see you too. It was also a foreshadowing of what we were about to have.
It's crazy.
That was just there. We were there at Bard, and they closed it down. We were to see Sam. We didn't even get a chance to really look at Sammy's show. It was just
the curmudgeon came in. I'm not going to mention his name.
He may have saved our lives.
And Darin, you're riding your bike.
Yeah. Well, I ride. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I ride with some groups that they went out. What is today? Monday. There's a Sunday group. They went out yesterday, and I didn't go.
Isn't it going to snow?
No, it wasn't. Yesterday it wasn't snowing.
Oh no, yesterday was nice. Okay.
It was cold, but it was like a group, and it just felt. You don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So me and a couple other people I know said, no way, we're going to go. And then the guy who arranges that group today sent out a thing basically saying, yeah, I think we're done until further notice. But, you can go out and ride by yourself. That's what, I see a lot of like videos and articles and stuff in the cycling community all saying like, we're going to go out and, you can ride by yourself.
6 feet apart.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of neighbors
Yeah.
that I mean, I've been in this neighborhood for 25 years, and all these young, the Brooklynites are moving in and with their kids, and suddenly, Rosie's like, "Hey, who are you?" We didn't know.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
It's
I mean, I don't like the no income part.
yeah, obviously, no
But
income, and if people are hurting health wise, but it's an interesting shock to the our sort of routine, and yeah, I mean, I'd love to be. I think we'd like to be making paint and shipping it out, but
yeah,
it is what it is. So if this is what it's going to take, we'll do it.
I mean, it's sort of like you hit pause.
Yeah.
We all hit pause.
Yeah. I think last week was a lot of denial.
Yeah.
Like, okay, what can we do? We had, we would have like 3 people into the shop who could work and just on like separate sides and whatever, and we could get some orders out. But then by the end of the week, it was like, oh yeah, this is it. It dried up fast.
Last night, I couldn't sleep. This is the second night I couldn't sleep last week. But I laid in bed and I was like, well, what are you grateful for? Man, am I grateful that I have my studio in my house.
Oh, yeah.
And I have Rosie and Jay, but, Alex.
Yeah.
But,
okay. No, I mean, I see the order there.
Rosie's, top. But anyway, I really, and I have paint.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, I was in the shop today and I got a couple of like emergency calls, and it was like, what can I tell you? I said, there's paint out there. It's in the stores. It's online. It's just like, I don't have it. I don't have like the ability to send it to you. And
I want to see a painting from you.
You want to what?
You need to start painting during this time. Come on.
I'm doing all this stuff. I did my other little videos, and
I don't know how many people know that you make really nice paintings.
Oh,
he's gonna blush now.
We'll get. I mean, that might be part of it. I keep thinking of things that I can like do, because I'm like everybody else. I'm going like doing things online. I haven't been on Facebook, and I've been just ignoring Facebook for like
Smart.
a year. And because it just gets so silly sometimes, and yet I'm like, oh, that's where everybody is. Like it's a community. Instagram, I just don't understand it. It makes me feel old. And I like Twitter.
I don't get it either.
But Facebook, at least everybody's there, and I'm going, hey, you can put things up, you can comment on it. Like there's a, looking as introverted as I am, I'm like, getting back into it. So we'll see. Maybe we'll do something about a painting. I don't know.
Well, the other thing, I created in 2016 a group called More Paint.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
I remember that.
And it's all art. It's like a library. I see a video, I pop it there. And now we've got other people making their own groups, Facebook groups. So it's like communities are trying to get together.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
It's cool. You can see it happening. And yeah, the More Paint group is really good because it's just, like it's so devoted to, just paint. No, more paint. Did I say just paint or more paint? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, it's just so purely about that thing, and it doesn't, I think I've only seen it once or twice maybe go off in a, take a turn and go into some other topic.
It should be called More Art, but
yeah, I like it. I like it as paint. But maybe it does have all kinds of art. Sorry, Richard, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say, you update it for today's situation and you call it More Paint ... till you run out.
Yeah. So you make your own paint.
Don't make your own paint. That's always a bad idea.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's always a bad idea.
It's not in my sense of what I do. No, I don't make my own paint.
Yeah.
I
What
mean,
are
I
the
get up and I do 1,000 push-ups every day. I swear.
1,000? Get out.
No,
I'm asking Alejandra, stop it.
I
What,
get up every morning and I do my Pilates.
no,
that's
you
true.
make your tea.
Huh?
You make
No, I do my Pilates before I touch the tea.
100 pushes.
No. I have my own things that I worked out with my Pilates teacher, and I can't because I can. And it's great because I can't do Pilates. I can't go to the studio now, to her studio, and do and take classes. So I had, but I long ago devised a bunch of things that I do here, and I would review them with her. Now I can't review them.
Now
So
you can teach it.
Huh?
So will you teach some Pilates the next time we do color, conversation, and Pilates?
That
Yeah,
is the video.
But the other thing, well, okay, so one more thing that's really cool is this. So like Karen Nielsen-Fried, Mary Beth Rothman, and Kathy Cantwell and I, you just drank beer. We had a little cocktail.
Yeah, I'm not hiding it. It's, you know.
We had a little cocktail hour the other day.
Yeah.
Which, you know, we do, but infrequently. But it seems like it's going to be more frequent because everyone's like, "Wah!"
It is. It's comforting. It's comforting. It's comforting to see, even for me to see Richard. It's like, you know, like I said,
Well, that's an admission.
Who has spent more time with you besides your wife over the last 20 years, you know?
God bless her.
But no, but it's nice to just kind of be in touch and not, you know, I don't want to, like, you know, when we've chat, he and I have chatted about, we talk about, obviously we have to talk about, you know.
You don't have to hug him either.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's the thing too, is all those people that are just like, you know, what's all this hugging about anyway?
Yep.
You know? Dial it back, people.
Dial it back. Just go on Zoom.
Yeah. So I don't know. So what else have you got going on, Lisa? Are you working on anything specific, like in terms of your artwork, aside from the online, like the?
Oh, I could take you. You want a little tour?
Sure.
Yeah, my timer says I've got like 4 minutes.
Oh, okay. Well,
because we're trying to like not have these things go on forever, but I do want to see work. Absolutely.
So there's that painting is done.
Let me change this so I can. There we go.
That's
there.
Wow.
It's 60 by 48. You know, I'm supposed to have a museum show. I don't know what's going on, but I've been trying to scale up.
Yeah,
and
that's
also
great.
Changing my palette a little.
Wow.
And then this one, it was actually an encaustic ground, and I'm painting with oil paint on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I use, that's what I use too, is the encaustic gesso is a great ground for pigment sticks or for oil in general.
But this is cool because it's the paint, but I can still scrape in and get that interesting.
Yeah.
So then I got all these guys.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Going. And then the other day, so what happens, encaustic's kind of this thing for me when I don't know what to do, you know, like 2016 or my life or this, I'm like, I'm going to paint with encaustic because it's so, I don't know, the materiality of it is just so delicious.
Yeah.
So I got some of these guys going.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And then I actually think, I think I am going to use this as a base and paint over it with oil paint.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. One never knows.
What's interesting with your work is that if you stopped at, most of the time when I've watched you work in the workshop room, in the workshops, you could stop at any point and really have a painting, and then you keep playing with it, and it becomes another painting and then another painting. But they always stop at, whenever you stop, it's a painting.
That's usually the biggest question people ask me is, how do you know when it's done? I know I'm supposed to answer that, right?
I think one of my favorite paintings that I have that's in our house upstairs somewhere that I did, I sent you And I mean, I didn't work on, like, it was like the least amount of work I ever did.
And I said to you, it was done.
And I think I texted to you. Yeah, I think I sent you a picture of it, and you were like, "Walk the fuck away from it." Oops. Sorry.
Walk away, Renee.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I say to my students. You got to walk away.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was actually kind of relieved, because I'm like, oh, that was easy then, you know, because I was like, I just worked on that thing for an hour, and
that's
boom.
when the magic happens.
Yeah. Yeah. It was just lucky.
Takes 10 years, and then the magic happens, and the one painting is done in 20 minutes. You're like, whoa.
Yeah.
Why can't that happen?
That is a problem that a lot of us have about anything, really, is overthinking it. And very often those first few marks are, you know, are enough. I look back at all of my old work that I did, you know, 30 years ago, and I say, you know, I would have stopped a lot sooner. It was trying to get to a completion that was really, I wouldn't do that now.
You know, it's this idea of, you don't have to tell me everything. You don't have to put everything in the painting.
Yeah.
But but it also doesn't need to be perfectly done. You know, I mean, I mean, I suppose if you're Gerhard Richter, you know, you go for that absolute perfection, but.
Well, he paints with white shirts and black pants and doesn't get dirty.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me.
Whoever wants to have to know that. I want to see somebody with paint splattered all over them.
Oh yeah, well, you came to the right place.
Comes a piece of magic, of beauty.
Well, listen, guys, I think I got to wrap it up.
Okay.
That was awesome.
What is this? The Christmas present?
I think it's a winner.
Lisa,
we want to keep them, you know, keep them moving along.
You can come visit anytime. I'll be here.
We'll all be here.
So surreal.
I think everybody can say, you know where to find me at this
That's
point.
right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let me see. There we go. Wonderful to see you, Lisa. We wish you the best. I'm looking forward to seeing that video that you're going to put out. When do you think that'll be available?
Oh, any minute, but you have to pay for it.
I know. I assume that was kind of the point.
But I was trying to find a link to send it to you free, but I haven't figured it out yet.
Well, even if you send me the pay link, I'll pay my way in. But
and then I'll give you a return.
buy me a beer sometime.
You might yell at me. Maybe I didn't say a color right.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
you
why
know,
I want to review it. Yeah.
I know. Oh shit.
We'll have to dub it in after the fact.
All right.
Cadmium green, pale.
No, that I know. It's the extra. Anyway, never mind. Brilliant yellow extra pale.
Brilliant yellow extra pale.
My favorite. One of them.
Just repeat it over and over.
That
Richard, you got anything else, buddy?
That Prussian Blue, by the way.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Oh, in the encaustic, you mean?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a wonderful color.
You know, can I just say something?
No.
I know it's going over our 20 minutes.
Remember our conversation earlier?
Yeah, I was supposed to cut off, but she just brought up Prussian Blue.
No, this is what you do, Darin. You go.
You
got 1 minute. Go.
Because I guarantee I'm going to put this out there, and people are going to say it's good, but it's too long. That's what they're going to say.
So cut off the front end.
Say what
cut off this
about
part.
Prussian Blue.
Okay.
I was just going to
chug
say.
while you.
I've always loved Prussian Blue. I love it more than I think there are people who love like Prussian Blue over phthalo blue and Viridian over phthalo green. You know, they're just not so god awful electric. And when we were in Chicago for this College Art Association conference, And we went over to our rep's incredible house there, and he had these two Japanese prints that had been given him by Mark Goldman, and they were just they were because Mark used to goes over to Japan on business trips, and he loves Japanese prints. And these were prints from the 19th century, and they had just discovered or just started importing Prussian blue, and these absolutely beautiful prints with just two colors in black, Prussian blue and some kind of like an orangey sienna. I don't know how to describe it, or an ochre or something. And the way they interwove that Prussian blue and, you know, using different nuances of it, you know, just like we do in our color class, you know, talking about the nuances of a color, of just a single color, and how you can get just, it's not a full palette, it's a full range of nuances, and how they mixed the ochre and the Prussian blue, and then with the black. And it was just amazing as you sat there, as I stood there and just analyzed it, you know, it was just incredible. So yes, I love Prussian blue.
That was the video right there, what he just did.
Yeah, we'll put that out.
What's the matter? Oh, that
Hi,
was
Jay.
come here, Jay. Come here. Come say hello. Who's here?
Hey. All right.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay. How are you?
It's the gang.
How you doing?
I'm hanging in there.
It was my
Who's the moderator?
Theoretically, I am, except I've been trying to end this for about 7 minutes. So I have zero authority.
Okay.
well, he's the guy who helped me with all the
We just
crazy video stuff.
I know.
It's ready.
All right, I'm gonna publish it
You
somewhere.
gotta publish it. Just put it out there. We're gonna put. I mean, look, this
I'm
thing,
not
like, just
What?
put it out there.
I'm not putting it on social media yet.
Okay. Well.
I'm sending it to my.
I think you should. Just put
I'm
it out
scared.
Put it out there.
It's just basic instructional videos and things set to go worldwide.
Whatever it is you think is wrong with it is like nobody's gonna see it.
Oh, they're gonna say my hair is just like.
That's a problem.
My dad always says a fool wouldn't notice it and a wise man wouldn't mention it.
Oh.
You know, there's a time to just walk away. And
I like that.
Well, you've been sitting on these videos for 2 years and there's nothing wrong.
3 years.
yeah,
3 years.
yeah. Don't put it out in 2032.
Right.
No.
They're not outdated. All the technology seems to be the same.
Yeah, the time is now. Well, it's in caustic paint. What are you
You guys
gonna
have
do?
got to come up with some new technology.
Oh yeah, right.
That's right. Yeah.
They gotta make some paint.
Self-applying, self-mixing paints. Just put it down.
Paint.
Tap.
Yeah, that's what we wouldn't even be in this jam if we had that.
All right, I will. I'll send you the link.
Yeah, try to send me a link. All right.
I don't know if we could send review links. Maybe we can for people who.
He said he would buy it.
I
No,
think you can. I think you can send some kind of a link with a password or
Yeah,
like
that's
a
what I
lock.
thought.
But I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, the only one I know brings you into the whole background setup, but there's ways to
I
share
sent
it,
it to
I
him.
think.
You can get it.
There are ways within the screen. I got to go check it out. I don't know the whole platform that well. I'm still learning it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I hadn't been on Vimeo in a couple of years. So, and then you
But
sent me the link.
I think I got to figure it out.
All right. Well, send it over.
All right.
All right, guys.
All right. Nice
Good to
talk.
see you. Yeah.
Bye. Stay well.
Couple-
Stay
Let's
healthy.
toast each other.
Yeah. Chuck, what are you drinking?
From
Tea.
my
Tea.
All right. Stay well.
solitude,
Bye.
Take
Thanks
care.
for visiting.
I'm
All right, I'm looking.
And we're still on.
Lord above, send back my love.